Hey, everybody. This is your daily dose of all things royal. Welcome back, my gorgeous, good looking friends. By now, you should have seen this clip that has been circling social media and the internet. It shows Meghan in what appears to be her malfunctioning in a socially awkward moment. I couldn't agree more with HG Tudor when he analyzed this clip and said this woman looks so much like a coked up seal with the bouncing up and down, the over animated behavior, and the clapping that shows, hey, I can clap different than you, and I am going to do it so I can just stand out looking absolutely ridiculous. You can see clearly how forced and disingenuous this woman is, trying to pretend that she is experiencing the same emotions that everybody else is when she clearly doesn't give an F as to what is going on with these games. This reminds me so much of when she first started and went to the Well Child Awards with Harry. Everything that Meghan did was so forced for her. And you can see from way back then that she didn't like that she was not the center of attention all the time. And whether it be subconscious, she hated Harry being the center of attention. In this video, you're going to see the frustration Meghan has every time Harry would interrupt her, as well as how awkward and out of place Meghan is in being compassionate towards these children. Watch this clip when Harry interrupts her. And after each time she gives Harry the stink eye, she then ends up biting her lip. And then she tries to take the conversation back. And here it happens again. Meghan is leading the conversation, and then Harry interrupts.
There's a few more, so because obviously Meghan's new this time, yeah.
There she goes again with that teeth suck and biting her lip. Where have we recently seen this? Oh, yeah, that's right. This sham of a PR stunt at Kevin Costner's charity event. As you can see, she does this annoying thing with her mouth as if she's trying to think of a way to bring the conversation and focus onto her, which she does. Imagine being so insecure that you're threatened by a conversation your husband is having with a sick teenager. So, after Harry was getting too much attention from the sick teenager, Meghan brings the conversation back to her, in which she's given this children's book. Now, this girl, who was 16 at the time, presented Meghan with a children's book that she created from drawings that she created. I wonder if this is where Meghan got her horrendous idea for creating the bench. From what we've all seen, there's no doubt in my mind that Meghan would steal ideas from a sick and dying person. She is that low and dirty. Once again, Meghan shows her irritation as soon as Harry interjects. She doesn't like it one bit. Now you can understand how it was that Meghan started to push her way to the front, walk ahead of Harry. It's these kinds of daggered looks that Harry gets. There's no doubt from behind the scenes, he must have had an earful. The way she twists her mouth like this, you can tell there's so much tension and irritation that she can't express that in front of everybody because she's in public. When you look back at these clips, you realize how dead Meghan looks behind the eyes. She makes no attempt to connect with people. And I can't understand how Harry thought that she was so great at the job and that people thought that she was amazing, and how Catherine and William were jealous of the job that they were doing. She barely tried. It almost looks like she just checked out of the conversation, was just sitting there like an empty shell. You can see her, Meghan, feeling left out of this conversation because they're not talking about her. And you see she has a moment where she malfunctions and there's a glitch. But then once Harry roped her into the conversation and it made about her, all of a sudden now she's reacting. It's about me now. Now, in this clip, you really see the irritation that Meghan has with Harry interrupting.
I was about to say that's obviously a bit of an issue as well. I mean, it's a system.
Jamie signed. You signed,
You're,
don't you,
you're
Jamie?
playing every role.
Yes.
This was when Harry actually still had some balls and was able to assert himself where he felt he could. As you can see, Meghan's not pleased by that, and I am sure he got an earful. Once again, Meghan's doing that weird sucking, twisting of her mouth that shows how irritated she is. Next, let's look at how awkward and socially inept this woman is. She is there on the stage with these kids, and it's literally like a deer in headlights, not sure what to do. You can see other people trying to get the children up on stage, and she just stands there like a fool. And to make matters worse, she shows her contempt for being there, as well as even showing any type of authenticity or compassion towards these kids by making herself the focal point of the stage. You can see all the other adults are trying to get the kids up on stage and talking to them, interacting with them. And she's just like sort of standing there, not really wanting to help anyone. And then you can see her stand off a little bit to the side of the stage or right in the middle of the actual photo op, which looks so bizarre and so weird. But of course, this is Meghan, who thinks that she is the star of every show. Honestly, this woman is so vulgar and disgusting to make this about herself. I mean, like, at what point do you say, is this a part of her mental disability? Because I really do believe this woman has a mental disability. I almost feel bad for laughing because if she does suffer from a mental disability, then, really can't help it. Look at her standing there as if she, like, won the prize. She had to look around to realize that, she should be clapping for these winners, not feeling like they're clapping for her. This woman is so fake. You see her mask drop as soon as the show is over, and it's like, come on, Harry, let's go. Just as she thought she was leaving, I'm sure she was really pissed off that she had to go greet some more kids, seen here. And literally, she stands there so awkward, not knowing how to engage with them. Some of them want to high five her. You see Harry being very jovial and lighthearted, and she's just standing there very awkward. Clearly, this woman does not know how to socially interact with people. Then the following year, in 2019, Meghan once again makes it all about her on the stage, this time putting herself smack dab in the middle of this photo in which these people don't want to put their arm around her. Who knows? She probably stunk to high hell. Perfect example of how Meghan inserted herself taking over Harry's charities. Harry should have been the one standing in the middle, not Meghan. And after all is said and done, instead of Meghan following Harry off the stage, she stays there, so she's alone on this stage, looking like a total jackass once again. Meghan was itching to leave to exit on the other side of the stage, and as she's watching Harry walk off, she goes over and takes out her claw to latch onto him, not realizing that Harry wanted to continue to talk to the winners and these kids, as well as continue to take photos. You can bet that Meghan was not happy with that and reluctantly went to take a photo with this little boy in a wheelchair, in which she quickly takes this photo, gets up, and walks away. Just like at Invictus, using this little boy as a photo prop. Honestly, this woman, if I had a chance to say something to her face, I would ask her, Meghan, why are you such a bitch? And there Megan goes, latching back onto Harry. Harry, hold my hand. Don't leave me. Hold my hand. Pay attention to me, not the kid in the wheelchair has. Now, I wanted to bring this up from the past because not many people here in the United States really paid attention to what Meghan was doing as a working royal. And many people didn't see how vile and disrespectful, as well as fake, this woman really is. And now that Dianne Feinstein has passed away and the body's not even cold, Meghan's people, or aka Meghan, is now putting out these puff pieces of Meghan being a candidate for the Senate seat, something that we've always talked about her thinking or going for. We knew that this was going to come up. We knew that Meghan was going to put this out into the media because she has been eyeing this seat. Now, let's not forget that Meghan wants to silence and censor Americans. So putting her in this seat would be a very dangerous thing. We all know that Meghan most definitely would abuse her power, as she has demonstrated doing so when she was a royal. And for those who are out there that said, oh, Meghan, nobody's going to take her seriously, listen, look at John Fetterman, the guy that shows up to Congress in shorts and a hoodie. Nobody thought that he was going to get elected, but he did. Nobody thought that Donald Trump was going to get elected, but he did. Don't put it past this dangerous woman to weasel and snake her way into the White House. By doing it, she will figure out how to get there. And the thing that worries me the most is that should she receive a position in government, we know that she's going to use it to exploit, to hurt, and manipulate others. We all know that Meghan would rather see the monarchy be burned to the ground than see William and Catherine ascend to the throne. And you can bet that if she's in government, she will use that power to ensure that she sabotages or at least attempts to sabotage any which way for those two to get there. We know this. We know how petty and manipulative and dangerous she is, as well as psychotic. And it's why she should be nowhere in any position within our government. Bad news, folks. Complete bad news. And I'm going to continue to keep speaking out against this because this is exactly what I've been talking about for the last couple of years as to why Meghan and Harry are dangerous. I think we need to pay close attention as to who gets to fill this seat next. American Psycho, aka Gavin Newsom, did say that he was going to fill the spot with a black woman. Didn't say if qualifications matter. If that be the case, you can be sure that Meghan could possibly be a candidate that they're looking at. Don't be surprised if we see Meghan card out her mother to show her blackness and amp that aspect up. But anyhow, what do you guys think? Definitely leave your thoughts below. As always, you know I will be back with more content. But until then, please be safe, and I will talk to you later. Bye.
Such a fraud.